see that frog coming out of there now.
Oh, man.
Both hooks through the top of his mouth.
Is there any way of fishing that's more fun or more frustrating than fishing frogs?
Frogs fishing can be very frustrating, but it can be very, very rewarding. 3 frogs that I like to have in the boat at all times. This is just your basic frog. This is just a yellow one. They make all different colors. 50-pound spider wire ultra cast. All I do is tie a polymer knot to this. I trim the legs a little bit just because when you buy them, the legs come down to about here. You don't want the fish committing to the legs. You want the fish committing to the frog. We got a beautiful bank here. The sun's out on this pond. It's beating down on the main lake. We have overhanging trees and shade under a lot of these wax myrtles, these cypress trees, these maple trees. A perfect time to skip the frog. It's right in the middle of the day. I like when the bass are guarding fry. They're off the bed. The male or the female sometimes hangs around. The little babies get up and they ball up in a big ball, sometimes as big as the front of this deck, and they hang around the cover. A little piece of grass like that, or around the base of a tree. Chugs. When it does that, it imitates a frog trying to eat the little balls of fry. And when the frog gets in the middle of the fry scatters. Whoosh, they'll come up and eat it. It's an amazing tactic. It's not only fun to catch numbers of fish, but it catches some of the biggest fish in the lake also. It's a great post-spawn pattern right here. This is one of my favorites. A year-round frog that I like to throw is the chigger toad. This is just a swimming frog. Similar design as my craw fatty. I actually put some incite in this so I know this thing works. The way I like to rig this frog, 50-pound spider wire ultra cast. I fish this thing year round. This isn't a 1 month, 2 month frog. I like to take a small weight, 16th, 30 seconds weight. I slide my braid through the weight. Get it going here. There's several reasons I use this little weight, this hook, and this line, and I'll discuss that in just a minute. I like to take my hook, I tie a polymer knot, very simple, wrap it around, make a loop, wrap it back around your hook, pull everything tight. I don't leave much of a tag, but I do leave just a little tag. You just never know, and you don't ever have to worry about it. This is a reaction bite. This is a spawn bite. This is just an all-around awesome bait. I like to take my 4/0 mustad, 5/0 sometimes if your frog's even a little bigger, slide this thing right through the tip of the nose. These things are designed with a slat in the middle of them. I like to bring the point of the hook right out to the tip of that. Slide this down. The offset will then come out like it has right there. I take this hook, which is perfect. It'll go right in the bottom of the frog. I bend it a little, bring that back through the top, and then I will lay this thing and skin hook it just like that. I will then take my little weight, screw this thing into the tip of the nose, and the importance about this is to make sure it's good and straight. Now, I don't know about you, but that's pretty friggin' straight. I'll show you how this thing works real quick. We'll throw it out there. You can actually see this thing bubbling on top of the water. It's great for spawning fish. It's great for cruising fish. It's great for fry garters. And what I also like about this setup now that I have my little weight, my hook, my frog, I'm in the mood to throw a hollow-bellied swim bait. I can take the frog off, screw in the weight into that, slide this hook into that. I can fish it that style. If I want to throw a heavy weight sink worm, I just take this off, skin hook this on there. I got a little tiny weight. It does not take the action away from it. I can throw that out there. If I want to throw a light 10-inch worm, if I want to throw a light new bottom hopper havoc, if I want to swim my crawfatty or anything, I'm ready. I can use this technique for 5 or 6 different baits. That's why I like this little weight and this 4/0 mustad hook with this braid. See that frog coming out of there now?
Oh, there.
Both hooks through the top of his mouth.